Hi everyone, this is Thea Maytinabal, a 4th year student of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science at CBSUA Sipocot Campus. For today's video, I am going to discuss about the soil pollution and the 5 causes of soil erosion. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go and learn. Okay, so first, before we start with our lesson, let's know the learning objectives. So first, learn what is soil pollution, what are the causes, and how to manage the soil pollution. And next is to learn what are the 5 causes of soil erosion. Okay, so first, what is soil pollution? So soil pollution occurs when harmful substances, heavy metals, or waste products contaminate the soil, comprising its quality and the health. Okay, so now we have the sources of soil pollution. So first, we have the agricultural chemicals. Ang example ng agricultural chemicals are the pesticides, herbicides, or the fungicides. And next, we have the industrial waste. So, dito naman sa industrial waste, those chemicals like lead or the mercury. And lastly, the improper waste disposal. Kung baga, yung mga basura nila, hindi nila tinatapon ng maayos. Hindi nakaseparate dun sa mga dapat pang i-treat or yung mga hazardous na mga basura. Okay, now, so how do we manage soil pollution? So first, we have the implementation of proper waste management practices. Next, we have the use of organic farming methods. And lastly, to have a regularly monitoring of soil quality. Okay, now that we are already equipped what is soil pollution, we are now going to jump with my part 2 of the discussion. So here we have the causes of soil erosion. So first, let's define what is soil erosion. So when we say soil erosion, it is the gradual wearing away and removal of Earth's topsoil. The fertile layer, vital for life, by natural forces like wind, water, or even ice, and accelerated by human activities like farming, deforestation, and construction that leads to land degradation, reduced agricultural productivity, water pollution, habitat loss, and increased risk of flooding and landslide. So the process removes nutrients, harms ecosystems, and threatens food security because soil forms much lower than it lost. The first causes of the soil erosion is industrial discharge. So how does industrial discharge cause soil erosion? So the release of pollutants, those contaminants and waste products from factories and industrial processes into the environment is the industrial discharge. So those substances like heavy metals, chemicals, and organic matter, it threatens ecosystem and also the human health. It requires strict treatment and regulation before the release. So the second cause of soil erosion is the agricultural chemicals. So agricultural chemicals are use of fertilizers, herbicides, or the pesticides in agriculture that can lead to soil contamination. So it can accumulate in the soil and disrupt its natural balance, posing risks to soil health, also the groundwater, and the ecosystem itself. So the third one is the waste disposal practices. So sometimes there are improper disposal of solid and hazardous waste such as landfilling and illegal dumping that can introduce pollutant into the soil. So we have the 3 R's, which are the reduce, reuse, and recycle, followed by the recovery or the energy from waste, and finally the disposal to minimize environmental impact by preventing waste generation and recovering resources. So the fourth one is the urban runoff. So significantly increases soil erosion by replacing natural ground with impervious surface such as those roads, those buildings that cause rainwater to flow rapidly, picking up and carrying away those loose soil and sediments that clogs those streams and altering natural water flow, which exacerbates erosion, degrades water quality with pollutants, and increases flooding risk. Okay, so lastly, we have the oil spill. So why does oil spill become one of the causes of soil erosion? So oil spills accelerate soil erosion by degrading soil structure. killing vegetation which binds the soil, and reduce soil strength, making it weaker against water and wind. It leads to habitat loss, deeper marsh retreat, and increasing the shoreline vulnerability with long-term impacts on soil chemistry and microbial life. That's the end of the discussion. I hope you learned. Again, this is Diane Ginabal, a fourth-year student of Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science at CBSUA Sipocot Campus. Bye-bye!